Hey, it's your girl Rebecca, ready for more trans talk BS. Um, Welcome back. Notice my straight hair. Do you believe I curl my hair every fucking day or almost every fucking day? One more thing to remove myself from circumstances of birth, perhaps some other difference. Or I don't know. I kind of like it better curly than this kind of hockey hair bullshit, but today is straight hair day. So, anyways, hope you can survive it. I look extra ghastly. Anyways, I'm not gonna trash myself. Sorry. Thought I'd do a little postmortem. A week up from my little turf aggressor. I have not heard anything from her or her husband since. If you don't see videos about the turf, it's because it's still private. You, the casual viewer. Because I'm still got the heebie-jeebies from that little experience. So, but at least no further attention from that side. I've been able to process it, squeeze the trauma or something from my system. Just been kind of like wondering where that friendship went wrong, when the radicalization occurred, if it was before she reached out, in what I thought was a gesture of friendship, or somewhere in between. But it's all speculation because I am never going to talk to those people again. So it's really pure speculation. As I hinted in my last video, though, it does make you kind of think twice about sharing and being open. The conservative anti-trans, they're often kind of lefties, but they do have a strange allyship with the right. They do like to use that vulnerability against you. So if you express self-doubt, of which I have a fucking ton, they will seize upon that and serve it back up to you as if they've like read into your soul or something. I've kind of seen it done online, in sort of the Twitter spheres and that sort of thing. So, and a little bit of that was kind of happening in my little exchange with my turf. So, if I say something like I'm wondering where my relationships are going, and the cis dudes in my life, the cis het dudes at least, kind of receding. Granted, most of them are parents and they have their own responsibilities like myself. Let's just say I'm not getting invited to poker nights, or not that I was before. Anyways, so but a little bit more backgroundy. Could be COVID. So I might be talking about that kind of fading relationship, and then kind of go, well, what's it being replaced by? Am I that much closer to cis women? And the answer is kind of up in the air. Cis women have certainly not retreated from my life. Do I, Rebecca, feel closer suddenly, like, oh wow, I'm just more connected to you because I'm so out there? And that's a kind of question that I would kind of go, I don't know. And I've spoken to one of my trans moms, my main trans mom, and she kind of told me once, I don't really feel like one of the girls. And she said, but that may be my own personal damage, like speaking for her. And I'm like, I think I'm in the same boat. So, if I express anxiety about sliding into some kind of gender limbo or social limbo, don't tell my enemies, because they will send that your way. So send that back my way, I mean. And yeah, I was hoping to fill my social void with queer people, queer folk. Of course, COVID has just kind of put a stop to new real life connections, and queers are pretty fucking civic minded. So they say 6 feet distance, let's make it 10. So that's so painful. So anyways, that's a little taste of that. Which kind of leads this queer civic mindedness and just the social distance and personal connections. I had a little reminder a few days ago that COVID is still very much with us. It's like my horror suddenly got a second wind. Just kind of meeting up with some queer friends that were pretty special to me. And we're in the park, and I'm looking at them in all their colorful magnificence, admiring them for being who they are, and they're so far away, I felt like there was a prison glass between us, and the kind of relationship I'm normally used to doing a little bit of a psychic dump on my personal torment or whatever, and you can't do that in a park, and like, what, your voice and so on, so you just kind of like stare at each other. How are you? So, that is not satisfactory. And then a storm hit after 20 minutes, so even that dissolved. And then I kind of came home, and then tiny anxiety attacks started to settle on my person. And so I was like, COVID is still here. It still sucks. It is still unfathomably isolating. And it's going to continue. This is a thing I feel. Maybe it's not true. I hope I'm freaking wrong. So, but anyways, so these are psychic problems that I'm having. Maybe you are too. Please share. Because loneliness together is maybe a little more tolerable. Anyways, what else am I thinking about? So, I've been spinning my wheels on my voice practice. My formal lessons are kind of coming to a close, and there's a big part of me that is starting to tune out because I feel like I've already lost the battle. I hope not. It's a journey, I guess. And there's so many unofficial sources out there with different takes. And I've spread my net wide, but then I come here and I sit in front of the camera, and then whatever this is what's happening. So I don't know what use this is actually serving, or if there's any contrast. So, but if I use this is my default voice that I might speak in person with my family most of the time when I'm not paying attention. Is this any different? Is this more male? Can I get through life with this voice? Or is this something that I can keep promoting? Is it already good enough? Is it at least enough for the telephone so that I don't get sir on the phone, or when they ask for Rebecca and I go speaking, they can kind of go with it? So, or am I just going to drop it all and find other things to kind of like, fill in the missing gaps? I don't know. So this is actually an important exercise, seeing my face with my voice and then kind of speaking like this and going, well, nobody's going to say miss if I answer the phone with this kind of voice. So I still have the rest of me, but this means I am more mute out in the world, should the world ever return. So, this is my shtick on camera. Want this shtick to come out in the rest of the world, and we'll see what happens. So, anyways, I think that's kind of like a little bit it for the time being. Family and I are going on a little cottage resorty thing, vacation. Lots of swimming. Oh no. So I've got a cute little one-piece swimsuit. Wore it publicly at a public pool once so far, and it was more an exercise in self-affirmation. But you kind of go in, and then I felt like the Wicked Witch of the West or something, where I'm like going underwater, or in the water, I'm like, no water above, makeup laden face, and nobody was looking at me, but I sure felt like people were looking at me. So I felt all the emotions, and I don't know how much good that did my mental headspace. So I may just be pouting a lot on our little trip while the rest of the family swims, and I'll be around for the other things. So anyways, that's it for tonight, and possibly for a little bit while I'm on doing my little holiday. I'll try to get this posted soon. So anyways, I hope I haven't reminded you of the horrors of COVID. Now it's actually still all there. I'll watch some sports without an audience. Pretend that's normal. But no, take care. Be as happy as you have to be. And I will say other trite things as I twist on a pin here, trying to just end this video. But bye, take care, and such. Bye. I mean, okay.